majority of you would actually be interested in it, and I wanted to do something that everybody can relate to. Everyone suffers from fear and anxiety at one point in their lives, and I just thought I could give you some insight onto what it is and how best to deal with it. So, what is fear? Well, according to Charles Grimlich, fear is an unpleasant emotion that occurs in response to an immediate and identifiable threat, usually of an external nature. It includes physiological elements such as increased heart rate or muscular tension, behaviors such as running or hiding, and hormonal changes such as the release of epinephrine. Fear is adaptive, preparing individuals for immediate danger. This is a fancy way of saying that fear is a way of getting your fight or flight instinct running to get you out of a situation your brain perceives as dangerous. Fear is usually perceived as this horrible emotion that ruins people's lives, but it's actually quite the opposite. Fear protects us. It gets our brains running in dangerous situations so we can make quick decisions and keep ourselves safe. Have you ever walked home by yourself in the dark and heard a noise that was most likely a small animal but still freaked you out? And then after that, you feel like you start hearing and seeing every little thing that's happening around you? Well, that's your epinephrine or adrenaline rushing and your fight or flight instinct kicking in. Your body slowly starts to become more aware of what's happening around you, so you can make quick decisions on the fly. This is why fear is usually referred to as adaptive, because each situation requires a different response, whether it be running away from the threat or fighting it. Anxiety is a lot like fear and is sometimes referred to as fear's younger brother. But there is one major difference. There is no justifiable reason for your adrenaline to be spiking in that moment. That's the major difference between fear and anxiety, whether there is something physically present or not. It's probably a little bit easier to imagine with a story. So let's take a modified version of the story we told a second ago. On Monday, you're walking home alone in the dark, and your neighbor has their dog out tied to a tree to keep from running away. Your dog looks at you as you pass and just starts angrily barking at you. You feel your hands start to sweat and a pit falls in your stomach and bolt the rest of the way home. On Tuesday, you walk the same path home at the same time, but all you see is an empty leash on the ground, and you can hear the dog barking from inside the house. The dog cannot get to you, and you know that you're safe, but you still feel your palms start to sweat, and you start walking faster than you did before. So, Monday, you were feeling the fear of the physical threat of the dog coming at you, but on Tuesday, you were feeling the anxiety of the idea of the dog coming to attack you, even though there was no dog there. So, if fear is what saves you in dangerous situations, what's the point of anxiety? How is worrying about something that isn't happening helpful? Well, that worry will cause you to prepare for the future. Like, if you're worried about the dog, you may take a different route home, or bring something to help protect yourself with. But this is also where anxiety starts to fall short. It usually doesn't inspire us to act. It will actually keep us up all night, make us worry unnecessarily, to the point where we make ourselves sick. The key is finding a balance so we can prepare for situations without letting our anxiety control us. When we let fear and anxiety control us, it's when we start to develop phobias and anxiety disorders. I'm not going to touch too much on phobias and anxiety disorders, as I want to focus more on specific than broad, but I think it's important to know what they are. A phobia is, quote, an intense fear reaction to a particular thing or situation where the fear is out of proportion to the potential danger. Anxiety disorders come in all shapes and sizes. These disorders can cause a little distress or can be debilitating to the sufferer. They all stem from anxiety, of course. So, when you think of your fear list compared to your anxiety list, how do they compare? I'm sure your first thought is they're about the same size, but that's not true. Remember that fear only happens right then in the moment, whereas anxiety happens at any point with no justifiable threat. So, when you put that lens over your list, as they compare, your anxiety list should be a lot bigger than your fear list. I'm going to focus in on a few of my fears and anxieties that a lot of other people tend to share. I'm going to give 2 examples of each category, briefly explain what they are, and then give the best ways to lessen or get over said fear or anxiety. First up is the fear of heights, also known as acrophobia. The fear of heights is a very common fear as it is ingrained in our body as a sort of self-defense mechanism to keep us from wildly jumping off cliffs. Just an FYI, that's super bad for your health. Most people experience a mild form of this, We get that adrenaline rush from the speed and the height because of this instinctual fear. So, the best way to get over this fear is to, of course, face it head on. Look, I know how it sounds, but it's the truth. The only way you can get over something is by doing it. The best way to do this is to take it slow, breathe, and don't push yourself. If you push yourself into something you're not comfortable with, it's going to have the opposite effect. In my opinion, the best way to get over the fear of heights is to go on a few easy, not too high ropes courses, and slowly build up from there. The other fear we will be talking about is the fear of spiders, or arachnophobia. Arachnophobia is another one of those instinctual fears that develop for survival, because in the wilderness, spider bites can be deadly, so it is natural for people to want to keep their distance. But being uneasy around spiders and having arachnophobia are two completely different things. Like I said, spiders used to be bad, so feeling uneasy is natural. It's when it starts to cross the line into physical symptoms that you start to have arachnophobia. From personal experience, I climb up and don't want to go within 10 feet of the things. While researching this, pictures of spiders popped up, and I started to tense up just from looking at the pictures. So again, the best way to get over your fear is to face it. The first step is to look at pictures of spiders, then slowly graduate to videos of spiders, and then finally to holding a physical spider, which I know sounds absolutely terrifying, but it's the only way to get over your fear. But also remember, don't push yourself into anything you're not comfortable with. Up next is social anxiety disorder, also known as social phobia. Social anxiety disorder is thought to be the third largest psychological disorder in America. Social anxiety is fear of being negatively judged by other people. This can lead to people feeling extremely anxious in social situations or outright avoiding any social situation. People suffering from this usually show symptoms when meeting new people, being the center of attention, or doing anything in front of anyone, etc. Having social anxiety does not have to be detrimental to the person. Some people have mild to moderate social anxiety and can still do most normal things. Anxiety is a lot harder to treat than fear because it is so deep-rooted in someone's mind. It's a lot harder to get someone to go out and actually face their anxiety. The best way to treat severe social anxiety is to seek help and to commit to trying. For high-functioning social anxiety, it's just not letting your anxiety get to you and still go out and do what you love. Public speaking is the most common fear in America, and at least 25% of people report suffering from it at one point in time. And funny enough, it is one of my worst fears. This fear/anxiety leads people to not share their ideas. People fear they will come off as shaky during their speech and not be able to get their point across. They tend to overestimate the stakes of their speech and underestimate themselves as a speaker, which causes them to worry more and more about their speech. The best way to overcome your fear/anxiety when you are going to give a speech is to make sure you are organized and know what you are talking about. Prepare and constantly practice before your speech. Finally, remember to breathe. Take a deep breath and visualize success. During your speech, focus on your material and not the audience. And don't be afraid of a moment of silence. Just take a deep breath and keep on going. The more successfully you speak in front of other people, the less and less you fear public speaking. Remember, anxiety and fear are a natural part of life, but they shouldn't be debilitating. Don't let your fears keep you from enjoying life. You control your fears, not the other way around. I hope you enjoyed my speech and learned something along the way.